In this video, we are going to derive the relation between current and drift velocity. We know that current means charge flowing per unit time, and drift velocity means the velocity which is acquired by the charge carriers when the substance is subjected to electric field. Okay, current is represented by I and drift velocity is represented by Vd. Now let us consider a conductor like a copper wire, okay, whose area of cross section is A and length is L. We know that when we will multiply area of cross section by this length, we are going to get the volume of the conductor. As an example, the area of cross section is a circle, so if the cross section is a circle, its area will be pi r square and this will be h. So pi r square h वो तो वैसे भी सिलेंडर का वॉल्यूम होता ही है. So volume of this conductor will be equal to area of cross section into length, right? Now suppose that n is the number density of electrons in this conductor. N means number density, and number density means number of electrons per unit volume. Number of electrons per unit volume. Now if you want to find out total number of electrons, that will be equal to small n into volume, small n into volume. And small n is as it is, we can put here. And what is the volume? It is equal to AL. I have derived it. So if these are the total number of electrons, right? These are the total number of electrons. Charge on one electron is E. So the charge on total number of electrons will be total number of electrons multiplied by charge on one electron. तो इस ऐसा करते करते आपके पास पूरा चार्ज आ जाएगा. सो दैट विल बी इक्वल टू टोटल नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इज इक्वल टू NaL. चार्ज ऑन वन इलेक्ट्रॉन इज E. So this is the total charge. Why am I doing it? First of all, I should tell you why am I going into all this, because I need to establish the result between current and drift velocity, and I know you know that current is equal to total charge flowing per unit time. That's why I am calculating charge, because eventually I know that I have to do Q by T, no? So that's why I am going into all these details. Anyhow, so now you know that whenever you will apply a potential difference, like you connect the two ends of the conductor to the two terminals of the battery, what would happen? Battery means potential difference. Pehli baat, potential difference means electric field, right? Now, because of the electric field applied, electrons will tend to move towards the positive terminal. So they will acquire drift velocity. And what will be the time taken by one electron to move from this end of the conductor to this? Time. From here to here. T. Time is always equal to distance divided by speed with which the electron is moving. So distance is the length of the conductor, itna hi to chala hai. So it's L. And what is the speed? Vd, drift velocity, because this speed has come out because of the battery that you have attached. Otherwise, the speed, the velocities were so random that the average thermal velocity was coming out to be 0, right? So T is coming out to be L by Vd. Why I have done this? Because current I equals to Q by T, right? So Q by T, Q is NaLe divided by T, and T is L by Vd. Take this Vd up, this becomes NeaVd. So this is the value of current, NeaVd. So eventually you have found the relation between current and Vd. Current is equal to NeaVd. So current is directly proportional to Vd. ये तो है ही है, जितना ज़्यादा ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी होगा the charge flowing per second would be more and hence the current would be more. Now one last thing, you know that Vd is equal to E tau by m. If you want to put that value over here, I is equal to NEA E tau by m. Right, it will be n as it is, E into E square, A as it is, capital E as it is, tau as it is, divided by m. So this is the value of current. Okay, so and this is the value in terms of Vd. So this is the relation between both of them, that they both are directly proportional to each other. Suppose if the drift velocity has increased by twice, the current will increase by twice. So that you need to remember.